Jesus Freak here, and while I was commenting on another brother's YouTube video, and this person, he's a believer, tends to attract people from outside the true church, people from the Orthodox Church, people from the Church of Rome. So I had made a comment about rejecting tradition and prima scriptura was the word I used. And I got some id from a couple people. And someone pointed out 2 Thessalonians 2:15 that says, "Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions which you've been taught, whether by word or epistle." And my explanation for this was Paul was writing before any of the other books of the New Testament were written. The traditions referred to the gospel because that oral tradition is all there was at the time. And the option of, New Testament is Holy Writ just wasn't a thing yet. So they had to rely on oral tradition. It took another 20, 30, 50 years before the rest of the New Testament was written. And honestly, the New Testament fell together surprisingly quick compared to the scriptures of other religions and even of Judaism. The Old Testament. The Old Testament took about a millennium to fall together. The New Testament, from the time the final events happened to the time everything was settled, was probably about 50 years. That's a surprisingly short time span. From the very beginning of any events recorded in the New Testament that aren't just callbacks, down until everything's written, less than a century. Considering what we're talking about, that's a very short time. But the traditions were your darkened shadows in a distorted mirror until we see clearly with the whole New Testament written down. That's all it is. Jesus Freak out.